Look at that beautiful warm light. Comes from that big ball in the sky of nuclear power. There's not a cloud in the sky. Not a single little cloud. Down the lake, there's wisps of fog among the islands. It's absolutely gorgeous. The sun has just come up over the mountain over there. That's another interesting thing about winter is that there are mountains in the way of the sunrise, so the sun comes up slightly later than other parts of the year. That's also true as we approach the summer equinox, so winter and no solstice, right? Winter and summer solstice. Uh, so it actually is unfortunate because you know in the winter I want more sun. In the summer it doesn't matter as much. No matter. I got a coffee pot on, and I am enjoying my semi cleaned up space here, which is real nice. I had a couple nice visitors. And I went with people, and we drank a little bit of wine and looked out at the lake, sitting right over there. It's a real nice place to sit, actually. Um, yeah, I think one of the roles here here in the forest, a lot of people who want to visit here, I have to help them think about it. Or if you want to visit anywhere, or if you're a place that people might want to visit. In other words, there's this visiting concept. We all know what hotels are and how they work, and we have social expectations around what's expected and what's provided. I definitely don't want to make a hotel, and many people have pushed that idea on me a lot. And hey, why don't they instead think, if they think a hotel's such a great idea, maybe they could run a hotel here. There's options. I can tell you how hotels could get made around here. Starting with camping and RV parks and rentals in nearby towns. Uh, Lots of ways to increase the housing and have good experiences for people also. Building here with an eco building program would be great. Why did I just close that door? That was really dumb. I got no leeway to fuck up. So the terrace is all pretty getting kind of cleaned up a little bit here. There's no dirty dishes. A friend of mine helped me. I'm just, I got too much stuff to maintain. So I had something smart I was going to say. I can't remember what it was. I think it was about mornings and oh yeah, a rule. Rule people ask about like what arrangements can be made for them not to pay as much, which means that they would like to be in some kind of Bosque role. I like to figure out what their role will be before they come here, and then I'll adjust that if I think it's not a good role for them, or they'll leave if they don't like it, or we'll just renegotiate it. There's plenty of roles, and the better we get at defining a multitude of roles, the more the entire system functions really well. Uh, and I think that everybody can have a role, and we all have roles. So it's so gorgeous. See, the sun is reflecting off the lake down there. There's a big swampy area there, and that's pretty pretty. Anyway, this role is early morning host activities. Um, this can be done by the host, or it can also be done by another person. And we should always know who's doing what, who's maintaining a place. There should be a sign up at that place which says who maintains it right now. I think that's really useful because uh, for example, here, there's a lot in this building. Some places don't much. Easy fun. But the more services a place has, the more work there is to do. And so if we can take some of those tasks and move them off into, uh, we could call them the, you know, uh, I guess in this case, the view team, right? And they don't all have to be housed here. For example, there could be some early morning activities. One of the earliest ones is decide whether a fire is a good idea. And that's probably the thing you want to get started the earliest, is because it's cold in the morning. It's really cold. Right now, I'm wearing fingerless gloves. I would recommend them. And the tips of my fingers are cold. I found a hat that I was missing, and I'm wearing that. And then I'll pack a hood. I'll pack a sweater, under it another sweater, and under that I've got a shirt. Layers are good here. I'll tell you this, breathing in that cold air, I think is really good for you. And we try and protect ourselves against that kind of cold. Like this is pretty cold. I don't know what, I'll go check the temperature. Uh, the cool thing is that as soon as that sun comes up to any higher angle at all, it heats up super quick. And so it's a little weird because you want to put on all this gear for the morning, but you end up shedding it pretty quickly. That's why I said layers, because uh, yeah, during a single day, like today is going to be a hot day. Right now I'm all bundled up in, oh, I'm making coffee, I forgot. Early morning host assistant. Early morning host assistants. Some places might have a late night host assistants. Uh, this coffee is very done. Uh, all right. Where is everything? Everything is dark. Uh, maybe I should practice doing shit in with a blindfold on, you know? That would be really hard. Did that a little bit, but it made me nervous, so I stopped. But I know where most everything is in here, although it's kind of a shithole. I think if you're a blind person, hopefully you're an organized person. That would suck to be disorganized and blind. That would not be good. The only blind guy I knew whose house I went to, like totally blind, his house was immaculately organized. And I think it was a little kid, right? And I asked him about that, and he said he was really good at remembering where shit is. He didn't phrase it that way, but that was what I understood. Okay, so now I have coffee. I wonder if I have a coffee cup. I bet I do. I bet I do. I bet I do. Right now I've got the puppy trapped inside upstairs. She's actually getting used to that. When I go downstairs, she's now unsure if she is invited, which is a wonderful thing. All right, so I don't really have any food, do I? I think what I'm going to do is go to town fairly soon, perhaps tomorrow. Oh, it's 55 degrees inside. It's not too bad. What do we got out here? I think uh, is 6. 6 degrees Celsius, 6 degrees centigrade. What's the difference between those two? I don't even remember. Uh, There's my noble mayhem over there, enjoying the sunshine coming up, just staring off into the woods. What a cutums. So the job of this role would be for each space that hosts people in the morning, and some of them will at various times, and some of them won't, depending on who's here. But the view is always going to host people. Uh, it's a great spot. It's where the sunrise is. In this case, this early morning view host assistant uh, would come up, uh, have keys to certain spaces, uh, would be very quiet, would quietly uh, start doing a few things. They would. One of the big decisions is whether there's going to be a fire that morning, and I currently never have one, and I haven't. I don't recall ever done them, but I'm working on my fire spaces, and what I would like to probably do in this case is have a fire pit over at the doghouse and fix the doghouse up to be a fire pit area. The dogs would like it. To do this, I would have to concrete it in, I think, or fill it with sand. Filling it with sand would actually require work to dig it out, and concrete works. Uh, it's tempting to put a concrete deck off one side, probably the side that is in the shade in the late part of the day. In fact, I'm going to walk over there and check that out because anyway, so this early morning person would have to know about fire systems and fire. And in order to be trusted to make a fire in the Bosque, you have to talk to, at the moment, me or whoever your mentor is. And there should be a whole video about how to be a person who's authorized to decide when and where to make a fire. That sound a little bit fascist? Yeah, it is. That's because that's how it is. That's how it's going to be. Well, I guess technically I could say that sunrises where the sun just comes straight up over the mountains are boring. But the truth is that the fog in the lake in itself is kind of mystical and cool, and it changes over time in really pleasant and subtle ways. So it's not that the sky's exciting, the sky's boring. But down in the lake bed, it's beautiful. You know, the faster we have systems where we can really quickly make fires. In other words, having really good fire starters is a super good idea. We could also have Swedish logs in the morning, Swedish torches, I believe they're called. And of all the designs I've seen, the ones I'm most interested in are taking a bundle of sticks and putting them all together, or logs, and just wiring a bunch of them together and then burning it that way. We should try that. I'm very interested because I've got lots of small branches everywhere. I've got them in places I don't even want them. I want to make an artificial log you can just light really easy with one match and it goes. How come I'm not drinking hot coffee? I made hot coffee. Uh, uh, okay. All right. Uh, Look at that beautiful coffee. Oh, I probably poured a little bit too much. The coffee cools down pretty quick, and I don't like to put in an insulated cup because it never cools down. So I don't like too hot a coffee. I would prefer it be warm. Around here, I'll take what I can get. I love that thermos, though. That's one thing people ask me, like what they should. Well, let's finish up on the roll thing. But one thing people should bring is the thermos, and certainly anybody. Well, anybody really. It doesn't matter whether in the early morning you have a roll and you're doing something, or you're just up to play around, or maybe you're sleeping until the sun is a little higher up. Uh, 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 uh. That's an interesting idea. I like the idea quite a bit because I've got more spaces in which I need hosts than I have. I think that if they're really run well, an area, a building, for example, uh, with a toilet and places to be and things to do, I think that the person staying there is probably a host. But that doesn't mean that they can do all the things that need to be done by themselves. And so they really need help from other people, perhaps who are staying in places where no host is needed. Or some people, I mean, for example, I don't know. I guess I want to certify people to do certain roles. For example, another one is morning food. Morning food. And that role really could be in any place. So somebody could get trained on a role and then they could do it in different places. And then we could just have a big spreadsheet or whatever to say who's doing what when, and plug people to it, and have also an order of which roles are the most important. Um, like people want to come here now. I don't have a team to support people. I have to turn people down because I'm not able to be functional enough to barely take care of myself. And taking care of other people, even as helpful as they claim they want to be, uh, people don't really understand that when people come here, it's immediately a huge amount of work for me. And it shouldn't have to be that way. Uh, if I can have expectations with people and start to fill those roles right away, and only accept people who make this place function better in the order that I need done. Uh, for example, it would be great to have somebody here with a vehicle that was really good, who could go on buying trips, who could go like buy things. I have people I can hire for that, and that's something I would love it if that person was on site right here. I don't want to pay for extra travel. I want it to be a person who enjoys it, you know, who wants to go drive out and go to a number of places and buy stuff. At minimum in Arangarikwo, which is only 5 kilometers away. It's not even far. If I had burros, people could walk down and buy supplies. The other thing is the way I'm doing things is we actually want to reduce that roll. So um, for now, I guess what I should do is just go ahead and bite the bullet and make purchases through somebody, probably in Yotatiro, somebody who has space. Somebody with a better vehicle than I have because my vehicle is not good for things right now. And I'm not good for driving it. I wonder if I could get deliveries on the La Zarzamora Road. The problem is it's a little bit hard to get up into Zarzamora right next to it. And so I don't know. It's a tough one. Uh, yeah, I still need to make a list of all the roles. And So ideally, the view would be a couple, maybe a couple and another person or another couple. I'm not sure. As the primary hosts, I guess I got to figure out. For example, the casita person will be busy in the casita hosting the casita. You know, and it could be that somebody else is actually in charge of the kitchen when that's open. And perhaps the kitchen stove, for example, is only open at certain times of the day. And there's certain things that that building makes and has ingredients for and equipment to make. And it's all part of the plan. Uh, in other words, you just don't have a big group of people using a kitchen in a public space because I've experimented with that and it becomes a big shithole. And then somebody who says they don't like it says, well, I'm going to clean it. And then they get frustrated cleaning it. And then there's kind of resentment there. And it also trains the people to be a bunch of pigs who use a resource and then leave it covered in, food that's going to rot and have, it's all food for mice and insects. And that doesn't work. So I don't trust people in most public kitchens. I do want to make actually some outdoor grills because people like to grill stuff. Why not? Make them right, as part of like there should be a grill up here associated with the view. There should be one with the casita. There should be a grill associated with the lodge. We could think about, a nearby grill, a faraway grill. The other thing about grills, the ability to cook my own food. Maybe I bring my own food. Maybe I have meat that I bought, yesterday and I marinated it all night in a really yummy stuff and then also protected it. Maybe it was an acidic sauce, maybe some lime, And then in the morning, there's a grill fired up and I know where it's going to be because all this shit's online. And then I can take my meat and I can be grilling up right now with my coffee. That'd be pretty great. I think the morning is probably the most important time because it sets the vibe for the whole day. Another role I need, this would probably be handled by the host, or in this case, by the storekeeper. I actually need a storekeeper here. And they would have internet access. They would be a person who doesn't want to walk around, at least during those hours when they're open. It would be only one storekeeper responsible for the whole thing. And there's a sunrise still going on. That tree has worked out spectacularly. We tried to girdle these 3 oaks here, and only one of them died. Maybe, no, it's two. I can't see it that well. It's very backlit. It looks really cool against the sky. Artistically, it's just gorgeous. Uh, so the topic is, I guess, if we want to get more specific, it's roles at the view in the morning. I don't know that people need to be led in movement exercises. I think it's a good idea to offer it. The people who need it or want it will be there, and the people who don't won't be. So, and it's a very popular thing, and I want people to be moving and stretching. Juggling would be fun. It'd be really cool. I have all this view on the other side of the Bronco, right? It's a underutilized area. Um, I need to talk to some other people. It's really hard to explain the design decisions I need to make. Some of them I'm pretty sure what I want to do, but I need to be second guessed heavily. But for the moment, it would be really cool to have a place actually between here and Yotatiro that was just all view. I think I know how I can do it right away. I have a place where I can put a trail, just a simple trail, and wouldn't take that long. There used to be a trail in there, and it just has been grown over with years of nobody using it. I mean, if nobody uses a trail for, you know, I don't know when the last time I walked that trail was. It was probably over 10 years ago now. There's no reason to. And you'd have to bring a machete. I mean, it'd be hard to figure out where that trail even was, although I think we can find it. It's a really nice trail, actually. That's a really good idea. Got to write that down. Uh, One thing I could easily do out here is install solar shed lights that are motion sensitive. The problem is they would go on and off quite a bit during the night because there's dogs here. And I'm quite tempted when I get this thing concreted, I'm quite tempted to somewhere around it make a wall big enough, tall enough that a person couldn't easily get over it, uh, but they probably could, and maybe two walls with stuff planted in between them. So then there's like a plant thing, but that would make it especially pleasant. Actually, the main thing is to keep dogs out, and so it would actually have a metal gate because I don't have a lot of spaces where I can keep dogs out or keep them in. I might want to keep a dog in, like maybe I want to keep Frida in, for example. I don't know. And probably even have a courtyard out beyond that that is similar. Uh, I like the idea of double door entryways where this would be a metal gate. The metal guys can make it, and it would serve for years and years and years. It was well built. Uh, it's not a bad idea. Yeah. Other morning roles at the food one is pretty critical. And I think as I'm thinking about, we can kind of cross train people on food things. We can have a basic food training set of videos and text. I'm quite concerned about food safety issues. I do live. There have been gatherings I've heard of that had problems. Hepatitis, dysentery. That's a badly designed system if you have those problems. So even something like how we cut up fruit. I think training somebody as an expert fruit cutter upper, fruit and veggies, would be great because I want people to eat those a lot. I'm going to go ahead and say that some things are awesome as juice and that we should try and keep the pulp in with the juice. We don't strain pulp out. We don't want to lose that pulp. That's one of my criticisms of citrus because I want to have, citrus drinks in the morning, right? One of my criticisms is actually that a lot of the flesh on the rind gets wasted. So that's why I wonder if we can ferment those. But wow, that tree is so inconvenient right there. I don't want to cut it down though, and it isn't inconvenient all times of the year. In fact, in the spring, The sun will come zooming right into that porch over there. It's been great. But so juice, you know what I want to mimic, and I'm quite certain of this. I want to exactly mimic a uh, Hugo Verde, and I need to video exactly how they make it, what they put in it, and then we can do variations on that based on what we have and what we like. And we can have optional shots of some kind of a protein powder in case somebody wants that, or optional shots of various things, you know. I'd probably want a shot of brandy. But I love those Hugo Verdes. I get one every time I go to town. I haven't had one in a long time um, because I haven't been going to town. Which reminds me, I'm supposed to get organized and go to town. Fuck. Okay, well, I got to do it. I don't have a choice. And unfortunately, I have some packing to do in order to do that. And also, I have to make sure Frida doesn't eat because she's going to get an operation. She's fine, probably. I hope she lives through the day. That's one of the reasons I've been avoiding it is because it's scary. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll drink some coffee first. See, I've been delaying going into town to do this. Maybe I'll find an excuse and delay another day. Although having no food is a motivator. Oh, I have eggs. I forgot. I have eggs. Eggs are great food. Eggs are a superfood. I would recommend, as far as the food system goes in the morning, I definitely would recommend that just about everybody eat 2 eggs, unless you don't like to eat animal products, in which case you should not, because eggs are made of the best animal products there are, filled with tons of vitamins and nutrients, you know, enough to make a baby chicken. It's like you're eating a baby chicken. Now you're actually eating an external womb, which sounds a little weird, but hey, we're apes, you know. We steal eggs. I have a theory that apes are egg stealers. Lots of apes live up in trees, and uh, the chimpanzees. Uh, uh, what are the 5 great apes? Do you know? Does that imply there's like not great apes? They're just not really great? I haven't thought about that. Apes are different than monkeys because apes don't have tails. Uh, one great ape is the chimpanzee, who is somewhat similar to humans. And the bonobo, which is the most peaceful of all the apes. They're also very similar to humans. But clearly, we're neither chimpanzees nor bonobos, nor are we gorillas or orangutans. Orangutans are real interesting. They got funny face too. And then there's humans, a very strange ape. And then there's the other, even more human-like apes that we probably killed off the Neanderthals. I mean, you know, groups kill each other off. That's the nature of things. And we interbred with them. We have their DNA in us. Neanderthals are not genetically completely extinct. There's fragments of them. I don't know exactly how gene splicing works, but if we all have this, not all of us, but if a lot of us have a bunch of, or some, a little bit of Neanderthal DNA, is that Neanderthal DNA distributed throughout the, code, the DNA code of a person? Is it, if they say you have like 1 or 2% Neanderthal DNA, is that like in a few different spots, or is it just one little clip spot? And is it different for different people? Or are there certain Neanderthal traits that are in our DNA more commonly. In other words, if there's going to be Neanderthal DNA, is it in a specific spot or is it distributed throughout the chain? And could you even then identify enough snippets of Neanderthal DNA within the human DNA and then string them together and create a Neanderthal? I mean, I don't know how gene splicing works, right? I don't know if it's like, you just snip it here and snip it there and insert it there and mix it up over there. And, it's got to be harder than that, I hope. Otherwise, we're dead meat. And then we could actually gestate it in the womb of a woman. We don't have artificial wombs yet, and that would be a very brave woman. I don't think I'd want to have a Neanderthal baby in me, but we could actually then create potentially. I mean, I'm just imagining if we got all the snippets and we together the full sequence, could we inject that into a zygote, I guess, um, a human cell, insert the DNA, and then reproduce it just like you would a baby, and have the first Neanderthal born. And then, of course, you could do another one and get a female one, a male one, and you could actually resurrect the Neanderthals. Now, I don't think that's probably possible, and some geneticists could help me out a lot and tell me that that's ridiculous, or that, who knows, maybe that can happen. Out across the lake, Janitzio, the island out there, is just awash in cool looking clouds. I bet it looks really cool from there, too. I have stayed in Janitzio before. Last time I checked, there are two hotels there. And I don't think, surprisingly, they're that busy. People go out there for the day and then they stay in Pátzcuaro. I'm perfectly happy to stay a night there, and then that gives me the place to explore early in the morning and also later at night after, all the people have left in the boats. I think I have a special liking for places like that. Ah, one of the things that keeps me from succeeding is, and I need to make a whole video just about that actually, is that I don't believe I have the right infrastructure to do certain kinds of things. Like I'd be tempted to start a picnic club here. And the way to be a member of Picnic Club is to have an agreement of what you offer Picnic Club and understand that there are costs to hosting anyone, organizing anything, and building a space like this. Uh, the infrastructure I am currently lacking is grills. Like I said, there should be grills. People like to grill things, and it's a great way to have a distributed kitchen system. They can come in. I will recommend that they bring alcohol sprayers. They can spray it down. We'll have a board up online. Online, like maybe maybe you can even reserve a grill. Grills are cheap to make. It's stonework. That's true. I can build them really cheap to begin with, and then have a plan for how a cool rock design gets built around that. In other words, make it functional with a plan for how it gets developed, and do things like have shelving underneath it. Um, well, I mean, we could just really quick drop a whole bunch of designs, look online. This is not rocket science, right? And grills would have a roof that goes on the south side, so that it provides shade during the hottest parts of the day. Yeah, on the south side and also the southwest side, because the sun goes down in that direction and you'll lose shade during a hot time of the day. The other thing I need to do immediately is, and this is a tough one, is make a place that is specifically for kids who are not on a goddamn leash. I'm sorry, I can't have kids running around here wild. You know, they destroy shit, they dig shit up, they pull plants out of the ground. This place is not kid proofed, and and also kids are not necessarily good at social distancing, which I'm currently doing. When people come here, I'm perfectly friendly. I don't care if you're vaccinated or not. None of my fucking business. I'll ask you, but you don't have to say. Uh, it doesn't matter. You're staying the fuck away from me. You know, I have not hugged anyone in. I hugged a person who's here for a year. I hugged her as a thank you when she left. But yeah, it's been years for some things. Uh, so yeah, that's the thing. That's one of the things that's holding me back is actually, first of all, defining a culture, a written thing with a special video that's really nice. Because I like kids, but I just can't have them running around. I have rattlesnakes over there, and there's some cool rocks, and they live there, and that's exactly where people could walk. They don't bother me. But if I was going to go climb around in those rocks like a little kid would, which I would do if I was a kid, then I am entering the home of two rattlesnakes who don't want to be fucked with. You know, I don't want to be fucked with. Maybe that means that on the other side of the Bronca, no, it's too far. You know, what I think I should do is set up Cosmic and Truth to be an area that is part of Kid Via. I need to design Kid Via. I need to talk to some parents. I really do. Because you know, as I think about like this picnic club, I'm thinking, okay, how can I share the Bosque in a way that makes me comfortable? And the thing is, people would actually have to contribute to be in picnic club. But the cool thing is that they can contribute in the way that is least costly for them and most beneficial for the Bosque. And that should be an explicit agreement. And that agreement can change over time, no problem. You know, no problem at all. And I should actually set a base cash price. And that sets a idea for how much value I expect to receive. Because even just running this place at a minimal level is beyond my resources at this time. And that's ridiculous. And so many people say they want to come here. Uh, and they have to make me an offer that I like. That's somebody asked me like, why don't you have people there? And I need to make a whole video just about that. But you know, it was complimentary, and the guy was really nice. He visited here, and he asked me like, well, how come you don't have people there? You know, you're a smart, nice guy, and all this, and it really comes down to the issue that people don't value the place in a way that they think they should have to pay for it. They're very happy to pay for a hotel. For some reason, in their idealistic little minds, they're going to go live off the land, right? And the land just gives us bounty. And you know, I see people's travel logs when they're traveling. They have a blog or whatever or a vlog, and you know, people vary widely. So I'm not stereotyping all those folks. I've met tons of huge wide variety of them, but you know, a lot of them are staying in hotels and things, and taking buses and eating in restaurants. You know, which I haven't done in over 6 years. You know, I don't remember the last. Oh, I think I remember the last time. Um, but for some reason, when they think of this place, and it's some kind of weird marketing issue, suddenly they're like, "Oh, I want to live without money. I want to live close to nature and in tune with the, nature and stuff." Which is what I talk about that quite a bit, and I do it. For me, it's very real. Uh, the problem is that I still need supplies, especially if I'm going to host other people, and so I can't just magically you know, maintain the place. I can't magically furnish the place. I can't magically fix all the shit that breaks. Maintain good local relations, which is really important, um, and support people who want to do projects here and have cool projects going on. That just doesn't fucking happen from nature. You know, the hardware store doesn't take firewood in payment. And I've been to the hardware store since I moved to Mexico a lot more than I ever was in Seattle, you know. And so yeah, that's the biggest reason why I think I don't have people is because everybody immediately wants to think that it should be free, and it's not free for me. So that's the biggest problem. Uh, Other things are that the culture of the place, like even me making any rules at all, is very objectionable for some people, and that's okay. They can go somewhere else, no problem. They can go to some other place that fits with what they want, or they can make their own place. But that doesn't bother me. Some people have written me notes like, well, I'm not going to go there unless you change this, and it's like, okay, don't come here. I don't care. I really don't feel like I need people particularly. Uh, okay. Am I going to town? Yes. Fuck it. I think I have an appointment even. Arrgh! Oh, man. Means I have to get dressed and be a responsible human being and drive a big, huge machine, which I hate doing right now, through the narrow roads that have haphazardly cars parked in different places and construction projects. I mean, I'd love to see the construction projects because it indicates the town is healthy. So I actually like that quite a bit. Well, thanks for joining me for a cup of coffee. All right, so I need to control the small dog. The small dog is now a prisoner until I can get her to a veterinarian. Uh, uh, let's check out the sunrise over here. I got rid of this canvas that was blocking the sunrise because I was using it like a big curtain. This is pretty nice right here. Those trees really block the sunrise. One of those trees I was going to cut down. Those trees are going to look cool later. We'll see. They might survive. If a tree can become a sculpture, a living sculpture, then I like that. All right, trap the puppy, trap the puppy. I have no food, but I do have some money to go to town with. Excellent. Hi, baby dog. Hey, hey there. Everything's locked. You can't get out. Uh, uh, I also need to buy her a new collar. They actually sell an elastic collar. That's what I bought. It looks really cool. It's like lime green. The problem is it's elastic, and that's wrong because a dog can pull out of it. The whole point of a collar, the entire point is that it's to trap the dog so you can control the dog. If there was a dog fight, you could hook your fingers on the collar and you could pull the dogs apart. I've had to stop dog fights with dogs that didn't have a collar on. That's a pain in the ass. Total pain in the ass. Hi, honey. Yeah, I see you. You're very exciting. Okay, despaz a little bit. And stop making dust go everywhere. Jesus. This room has not been swept since April of no, before that. April. I don't remember when, but it's been a couple years. Yeah, I think it's been almost a couple years. And and I live in a dirty place, so you could probably grow stuff on my floor if it was watered. Got this beautiful window over there. I had a canvas partly blocking that too. That was really dumb. Uh, uh. But I needed to define a whole bunch of roles, and this is an interesting idea because I had the idea of like hosts that do things, and you train someone to be a host, and that's cool. And then I had the idea of assistant host, but really each location, each place that has a host, we could rename them location director. Host sounds so much more pleasant to me. Uh, I'm gonna need a shirt from somewhere. Uh, uh, oh man, tired already. Uh, Sure. You know, today, baby. Often I'm confused. You have so many things that I don't need. And I just end up being kind of confused by that. Okay, so I was wearing shorts. Where did they go? shorts. Shorts and shoes. We're gonna do that in any case. Okay. Turns out that I'm woefully underprepared for the day. Holy shit. I had no idea I was still going live. I've been like walking around talking to myself and trying to figure out if I should go into town or not. The problem is, going to town is actually kind of a big deal at this point. And this even gets back into like people coming here, is I don't want people coming here and then coming and going. I've already had trouble with that kind of thing in the past, which is very controlling of me, by the way. That's very obnoxious to, you know, but that's a social agreement I'm offering, actually. There's people who would like to be, you know, living in a place that's like a big park, a real forest, off the grid, and, pardon me, the shorts are actually too big. So is my belt. Dang. So, I don't know what to do. I gotta not be a wuss. Maybe I decide that, you know, I don't, okay, my laundry's not ready. That's the big problem here. And I'm gonna have to drive to a whole nother building to get my, I'm golden. And I wanna figure out more of my clothing and what's going on anyway. And, you know, visually it might be neat to wear something other than the same crap. I mean, I've been wearing the same shirt for sometimes months, or same two shirts, and then sometimes one of them's inside that other one or whatever. I think I'm just trying to desperately think of any way to not go to town, but there's some things I got to do it, you know? It's got to be me. There's no other choice. I lost my list of stuff I need to do in town. That's the biggest problem I'm currently having. And there's absolutely nowhere it could be, but it's somewhere. And I don't get around that much, so that's pretty weird. Just getting ready to go to town takes forever. I think what I need to do is have a town day pack, like a drive to town day pack that's actually separate and has the things I would need in town. And I need to be an expert at being mobile anyway. I'm certainly not right now. I never go anywhere, and so I'm not prepared to. So it's taken me for fuck ever to even get ready to go to town. Seems like a pretty basic thing, you know? Fucking. I'm also need to improve the van and then advise people of what they should have in their car when they go to town and what they should bring to town, you know? It could be even Bosque products or something, things that are made here or a gift for somebody. Um, you know, because going to town burns gasoline, takes time, and it has a certain level of risk as well. That's a nice looking shirt. I like V-neck better than the circular collar on a t-shirt. I find it to be just, you know, I just like the shape better. All right. My camera is uncharged. That is terrible. Nothing I can do about it now. I'm too late to be intelligent. It is awful. I have a working pen that is good, and there's other pens in the van. I have a mask. Is that true? No, that is false. There are masks in the van. I have shoes. I'm wearing pants. That's good. People in town like it if I wear pants. Ah. Okay, so if I gave up on, I still have to find the list. That list was pretty long, and I had other shit I wanted to put on it. God damn it. Ah. I finally work up, it's because I wasn't prepared enough. And also, I decided this morning, I sat around, I had a cup of coffee, and it was very pleasant. Ah. I could send that guy a message and say I can't go to town. Oh, man. I need to bring a solar. That's not going to help me much. I should still bring a solar thing. It means I need my cable. That's another thing for the list is buy another phone cable. I stepped on one of them and it bent it, and now it doesn't work. It was dumb. It was dark. And, you know, I hate that all those cables are black. Why do they fucking make all the cables black? Make them in an array of colors so that I can choose different ones for different places, and I can do what I want. Okay, I've got this cable, and then I have a solar panel that I'll put in the van, I think. It'd be a great place to just keep it. All right, I've got my ID. Immigration has been cracking down on people, although it would be pretty astounding to me if they came all the way out here. But I've got my my permanent resident ID, so I'm all set. That's the best ID to have, except the only step beyond that would be citizenship, which I would very much like to do. Okay, dog, you're not going to get away from me. Okay, the dog is now the goal. Screw the laundry. That helps a lot. Find the list. Find the list. I already looked down here for the list, and I failed to find it. That is a terrible tragedy, because it's a really good list. I even rewrote it to be better. And it's in a notebook. Where's my small note? Oh, I know what that is. Great. Okay. Hi, honey bunches. There it is, right there. Pretty sure. It's got to be. Yeah, it is. Excellent. So, we do this. Barrio San Miguel. Okay, I have a backup plan for sterilization should my existing plan fall apart. I do not have an appointment, which is bad. And this notebook goes in this part of these shorts. I really recommend people here wear cargo shorts. It's the way to go. It's the best thing. God damn it. Too much stuff in my hands, I can't even do anything. My videos are better when I have somebody else here, and we can learn to pass the camera back and forth. I've been doing so many, you know, moving around, talking head videos, it's ridiculous. I don't even like that kind of video. It's not my favorite format in any way. Okay, god damn it. I really recommend cargo shorts. Strong ones. Not too big like the ones I'm wearing now. They're like falling down around my waist. It's extremely annoying. All right. Ranga list. Let's make sure this shit doesn't blow away. Yeah. And now I've forgotten the things I said I wanted to get in town. All right, I got a pen. I'm hydrated. I probably have toilet paper. Your backpack must have toilet paper in it. You do not know what the future holds, and some places are gross. And I do have toilet paper in here somewhere. Yep, just a little bit. I don't need that much. Sometimes I prefer to carry about half a roll, I guess. That's what I prefer. Plugging all my flashlights in. I've had some dark nights lately. That is unnecessary. The problem is even an LED flashlight like this, see if we can do this. Oh, I wrote down more stuff over here. God damn it. Here's an Aronga list. Oh, giveaway crosses. It's going to have to be a different day. Haven't packed them or anything, and they're a little bit fragile. I need to write up everything about how to go to town and how to be prepared for it, and treat going to town as an expedition that only qualified people can go on, and we get useful shit done. Let me pour some coffee here. I mean, coffee, I might as well enjoy it. I don't know what time it is, because this Facebook Live thing is stupidly designed to tell me how long I've been talking, but it does not tell me what time it is right now. And I need to know that. That's one of the functions of our phones, right? And nobody wears watches anymore. So that's messed up. Somebody messed up. All right, let me look around and try and remember all the things I think I need to have for town. Let's do that. Let's walk in. I assume I have alcohol sprayers in the van. Let's go open the van up. That'd be a great start to the day here. Damn it. Too much crap on my hands. Good, it's not even locked. Okay, there's another alcohol sprayer in here. That's awesome. I'll just have tons of sprayers in here. Fine. Did that guy fix that? What the hell's going on? Honey? Oh yeah, we got to get Frida in here. This is the van. I hate driving it because it's seen better days. It's slowly falling apart. I got my ton of shopping bags here. These are plastic reusable shopping bags. Yeah, they're plastic. That's how it goes. Sometimes you got to go with the solution you got. You don't get a lot of choice about it. Yeah, okay. Frida has her crate because I don't want her running around in the car. You know, she's a spastic little freakazoid, so she's got her crate here that I'm going to stick her into. In the past, she has not liked going to town. Hi, honey. Are you cold? Are you happy? Are you having fun? Are you a spastic freakazoid? Yeah. God damn it. I lost my coffee. The thing is that I really have to do things in a better way in terms of being prepared. I need to have going into town be a mission where everyone's got a role and they know what it is. It's much more so because of the pandemic, actually. This thing get cleaned over here. I don't think I need my machete. Although it's tempting. Screw it, I'll take my machete. I'm going to take this box right here for putting things in, because I want to buy some shit. And they're useful for moving stuff. Van Eason has some disposable plastic gloves, which I don't ever use. Um, all right, I'm going to review the list. Dog food, canned goods, rechargeable LED lights, alcohol for sterilizing stuff. So the problem is some of this stuff is too heavy for me to carry, and they don't sell it except, as far as I know. Actually, you know what? I need to make my list of everything I could possibly buy in Aranga and put it in the order by location. I had that once for Pátzcuaro, I believe, where I had it divided into like things on Libramiento, etc. And then you just print off a bunch of those templates, leaving space to write shit down in it. And spaces to record the price. And probably have them on 3-hole punch things. Maybe even keep it in the van. Have a little notebook with 3-hole punch printed out forms of the go to town, agenda. And then update it as needed. Don't print out a ton of them, but make it really easy to print them out. All right. I think this solar panel could just live in the van. Because what if I'm bored somewhere? I'm stuck there. That's happened. Maybe I want to order a pizza. Oh, I could put that on the list. That would go on the template list. And the other thing is that sets up a social contract. There's a particular role for the person in the shotgun seat, right? That's the passenger seat, front passenger seat. There should be a plan for having the back seat be clear for people use. It currently is not, by the way. I wonder if there's anything else going in here. Well, I guess I'm just going to have to walk around. Where'd I put my coffee? Again. This is ridiculous. It's over there. I have to make sure at all times that I have equipment to change a tire with. It's not a question of if the tire is going to pop. It eventually will. And when it does, it changes your whole day. Completely. Aha. I can't forget Frida. That's very important. Let's see what I got in here. Sterilize Frida, grapefruit. When is that? Pay internet. Talk to the guy if they can hook up the boxes. Move the fucking solar panel into the van. Hey, you, come here. Hi. Don't run away from me. Don't play that game. Where the fuck did she learn that game? I never chase her. I've chased her, I think, a little bit twice. It was specifically when it was something she doesn't want to do. And she's really smart. She thinks she is. She's actually a fucking idiot because I'm her best chance for survival. And that's important. Okay. Really sucks I didn't have my laundry ready. I have a ton of laundry I could get done. All right, what else? Oh, what else on this list? Salbutamol, sardines, tuna. Check the price. Figure out what's better deal. That's the other thing about having a template town thing. 2-time oil for machines and shit. No, you mix that with gasoline, actually. I'm going to put pizza on here. I haven't had a pizza in a long time. And I could eat a whole pizza. That's bad for me, though, isn't it? It could be pizza, or I could get a roasted chicken. Or you know what? I could get a steak. I could get some meat. Let's see, here's a costal. The van also should have costals in it. I still haven't made it upstairs, and I have to capture the dog before she eats. Come on, honey. Let's go in here. It's fun. Come on. I got food for you. That's a lie. I don't have any food. I'm totally lying to her. Yeah. Kick the dog bowl. That's what you got. There's food in there. It's fake food, but that's what you get. Aren't you gonna check it out? There's food in there. Go get it. She's super smart. I think my tone of voice tells her I'm lying. I can't even lie to dogs well. That's unfortunate. All right, so we're still trying to figure out what else we have to figure out to get in town. And what I'm doing right now is looking at things I currently have. Oh yeah, I just remembered some of them. Yeah. Problem is, some stuff's always closed. Like there's one shop that has stuff I need, but they're always closed. Like I had to. I don't go in town very much, but it seems like every time I go in, it's closed. And it was open one time, and phone cable, SD cards, memory cards. That guy's price on a hard drive was too high, so I did not do it. Hi, honey. I'm upstairs. Come on upstairs and get trapped. It's fun. I even brushed my teeth. I hear little feet coming up. You got her. Hi, honey. There, you're such a cute. Oh, come up here. Come on my lap. Ugh. Dirty dog. All right. Okay, gotcha. You're trapped now. Ha 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 ha. Hey, don't step on my fucking phone. Jesus. That's very rude. Okay. Dog is trapped. And we're going to put on here dog collar. That isn't stretchy. And then also the cool thing about having a template list would be that it would be in order, or be in sections at least, because how where you end up going matters, and there is an order of how to do things. And I got to get the fuck out of here. This is ridiculous. Goodbye. Okay, I got the dog. I can bring a little sweater. You just never know, you know? That seems weird because it's going to be a hot day, direct sun. Come on, let's go, honey. God damn it. Her collar just came off. And now she's running away. This is bullshit. This is total fucking bullshit. All right. Hi. You know, that's another reason I should have people here. Come here. Is because two people are way more powerful than one. Living by yourself is hard enough in the city, you know, if you don't have help around you, you don't have any friends, let's say. All right, there, got the collar back on. See, that's a little collar that she can get out of. It's too stretchy. I don't want her to choke or anything, but god dang. All right, I'll actually have to carry her. Somebody suggested, god damn it, I only got so many hands and everything is far from everything else. Everything is far from everything else. It's a stupid way to live. And I hate this going up and down stairs thing. That's the stupidest fucking design of a building there could be. And that's how most buildings are made. All right, my goal is actually surprisingly to spend as much money as I can that will end up saving me money later. And one of the things I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for internet for 2 months so that I don't have to go back into town again, because it costs me to go into town. And I have a very limited number of reasons I have to go into town, and for some bizarre reason, they don't take PayPal or anything. And that's extremely annoying, by the way. But I can fix all the systems that bother me. Like I'm going to buy a ton of toilet paper. I did that like a year ago or something, and it lasted really well. All right, so put the dog in the crate. Good idea. Uh, the other thing with the dog is that I need a better leash because I can't leave her in the van very long. And like I said, it's a cloudless sky, so it's gonna be a hot day in the van. So even more so, I can't leave her in the van, and I really would dread to have her get off the leash and then run into traffic because she's not town prepared. She doesn't know things about cars. She's never walked around even on a leash in town. So I'd love to be able to have her on a leash in town. Uh, uh, all right, go into your little jail. It's your cool den. What I ideally need to do is crate training her with her. Crate training is where you have the crate be like a little dog den, and that they actually like it. If I can get dog bones today, I'm going to make sure she has a bunch of dog bones, and this may be her last trip to town ever. You know, hopefully it will be. Okay. Where's my fucking day pack? Oh, it's right here. Good. Got to get my hat. That's the other thing I could do. I could have the van already stocked up with certain things, and then I would just go through a checklist, and I could even paste the checklist on the door, and it could say things like hat, water, because I should have a gallon of water, right? Alcohol, mask. Someone gave me that. It looks like a passiflora fruit. We can plant that. All right, I'll stick it over by the seeds. It's just good to mix things up genetically. I already have passiflora, and I already raised it from seed. This one is from town probably, and it's probably from a fairly good plant. I didn't ask about it. It was handed to me. All right, so I've got that. Am I going to smoke cigarettes in town? Hopefully not. Don't do it, Brian. Don't do it. Okay, I won't. Getting pretty low on coffee. Last time I ran out of coffee, I just stopped drinking it altogether for quite a while. And it was just fine. It's probably a good idea. I don't think doing too much of any one drug is a good idea. I got my keys. Yes, I do. Okay. Do I have a book? No, I don't need one. There's plenty of shit to do and think about. I'm not going to have enough space on my camera to make video of this trip. I don't have a good camera to do it. All my SD cards are full. I did just add onto my to-do list an SD card, but you know it's a fairly expensive way to just buy memory because you're out of it. And I really would like a good USB 3 hard drive, external hard drive, 1 to 3 terabytes. All right. It's very difficult to go to town, turns out. One thing is I would actually like to buy some other food, any other food than tortas, because because I eat the same fucking thing all the time. I do not have good flavor sensations happening in my life. Maybe I should even see what they sell for snacks, you know. Although I tend to, like if I buy what they call Japanese peanuts here, which is a breaded peanut. They're kind of good. They're kind of addictive. And sometimes I buy spicy garbanzos. Uh, all right. Well, I guess that's it for me. I'm leaving. I hope you have a real nice day. I hope everything's nice and safe. And I hope I say hi to you later, assuming I can live. Um, Goodbye.